Hello! It's been a while since I have felt in the mindset of doing something like this, but I'm coming to you with like the best idea ever. Okay, so those of us in Scentsy land, we know that, dear God, Amy is shutting down at the end of this month. And those of you who know me know I have been a wild advocate of Amy, used to be Maven. I was on the team that launched it with Scentsy. I trialed it for several months before we went live to all the consultants. I've literally been a proponent since the literal day one, and I preach it for follow up. And when I heard the news, I was, to say the least, devastated. One for Amy, one for the friends I've made through Amy, and at Amy, and then also because what am I going to do for follow up? I'm so like hashtag autopilot. And not autopilot, but like I know exactly how my follow up game is going to work. I've known how it's going to work for like 5 years now. So what do I do? And I was panicked. I went looking for other digital components. There is no way, you guys have heard me say it once, you'll hear me say it a million times again. I'm not a pen and paper person. I will never have a binder on me while I'm out and about, and I am on the go all the time, even with this as my full-time job. And I am often at home. I'm still on the go all the time. And so I was like, I still need something digital. I looked for some apps. I know there are a couple out there that do similar things to Amy, but without them connecting to Workstation, the functionality just wasn't there. I had zero desire to type everything into another app, right? The beauty of Amy was they worked with Scentsy and pull things from our workstation. We don't have something quite that convenient, but this is pretty close. And so I turned to my dear friend Trello. Trello is sort of like virtual pin boards, but with a lot more functionality. If you don't know Trello, Trello, it is great, handy. I use it for all sorts of things. I track my PRV and my TWV and my GWV. I track coaching on there and parties and all sorts of things for my team and my customers. But I have created a delightful table, a delightful board, for follow-up, for Scentsy follow-up. And yes, I upgraded my Trello so that I could share the template with the Scentsy community. I just swallowed that money and coughed it up because I think there is enough need for a digital experience that being able to share this template with you guys was important. So all I'm going to do now is switch to a screen share where I show you exactly how I connect this. The template itself also has instructions for connecting to Gmail, how I'm entering orders from our workstation if it's not something that comes from PWS, exactly how it works and how it connects. And I'm going to link this video in there too, so when you share it with people, they have access if they're more of a visual person. And I have a template in there for a to-do list, and everything is automated. And so let's go and talk about the template I created in Trello so us digital nerds can still feel productive with our follow-up. All right, let's see if I can do some footage and show you how this works. I feel very genius. As I said, Amy going away, I've literally been using it since before day one. I was on the test team for it. So it going away is literally like shattering to my follow-up game. So I looked into a couple other things that I know about. There are some other apps out there, but I already use Trello for a lot of things. And so I wanted to show you how I automated this. This is a template. I will be able to share it, and it will be shared around the Scentsy universe as well as in the description below. So you can set this up. I upgraded my Trello account so that I could literally be able to share this with you guys, and then you can take it and customize it if you want to change anything. So let's start. So in this template, I do in fact talk about how to connect it to Gmail. I'm a Gmail person, so if you want to connect something else, I can't really help you, but I'm going to show you how to connect to Gmail. Orders on Workstation, I'll explain that, how exactly this all works. And then I'm going to put this video in here too, so it will always be accessible. It will be on my YouTube channel, Dawn Gets Waxy. But let's start first. So if you bring up your board, you'll get this board. If you bring up the board, actually, I'm going to show you the template. Let's go to the template one. You will be able to add a power up here at the top. So if you click power ups and add power ups, this is really easy how to connect Google, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I just type Gmail into the search, and you want this second one that is actual Gmail logo and says Gmail. Mine says configure because I already have it connected. You'll just want to hit add, and it's going to walk you through exactly how to connect that. Once you do, some really awesome things happen. One, this is my Gmail. I have it so that Scentsy stuff is on here. But right over here on the right, it says Trello. It has the little Trello symbol. I can literally attach things to Trello via my email. So I will show you how that works in a second. But I just wanted to show you how that looked once you have that installed. I will drop somewhere on here a screenshot of what it looks like on the phone app, because it does show up on the phone Gmail app as well, which is super awesome. So that's instructions for connecting Gmail, and then you'll be able to add things to this board via your Gmail, and it'll automate some things for you, and I'll show you that. I've not figured out a way yet because I'm just sort of building this. But if I do, I will update this of how to deal with orders I get on Workstation besides hand entering them. I put information on here for that as well. But I get most of my orders from PWS, a large majority. So I do not have a problem with having to hand enter a Workstation order into here if that comes up. So right now, that's my plan, is hand entering Workstation. So how this works, this is really, really simple. I have here your new order thank yous, your snail mail thank yous, your new order shipped, letting them know that their order shipped. 2-week order follow-up is making sure that they got their order, that everything was okay, that they liked everything, all that stuff. Your 1-month order follow-up, and that is 1 month after they ordered, checking in. Do you need a refill? How are you still liking everything? Telling them what's going on, giving them news. There's all sorts of reasons. If they don't order, then you can move them to 2-order follow-up and then 3-order follow-up. And I don't have it on here, but you could add after that. I would do the next new catalog is where I would move them. And I didn't put that on here, but that's where I would go. I would let them sit in 3-order follow-up or create a next new catalog, and that's when they would get their next follow-up. Besides getting my regular emails and things. So I also put on here potential hosts and potential teamies, just so you can keep a running list of those things as it comes up in conversation, so you don't forget them, and you can customize that however you want. And then I did make a to-do list template here. It shows all of those things. So as you do them, you can literally check them off, and I will show you how that works as well. So pretty simple setup, doesn't seem like anything crazy. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you, I created some automations to move your stuff into the different categories as you do them. So let's go, and I'm going to show you. Don't take my customers' information, okay? So I'm just going to pop up somebody who came in today. Hit Trello. This is my mom, so she's not going to order from you anyways. And so when I hit the Trello button, this is what pops up. And you will then be able to pick your template for that. So I'm just going to pop in because I'm showing you guys the follow-up template. I'm going to put this into, this one is, I'm going to just do it as if it's a new order. This is actually a shipped order, but it's fine. And then I'm going to put in, you can name however makes you comfortable. But for me, I do first and last name and then the date of their order. So we'll just pretend this was her original order. It inserts the whole email, which you don't have to do. I take out this part and do, I'm gonna make it so that their order number, their order date, their order amount, and their tracking number, and everything else I delete. And since that's a thank you, my due date for that is the day that it comes in. All right, and then you just click add. It'll tell you you're on it. Your card's been added. So let's go back to Trello. There it is, Sally's sample being added on 7/6. If you click on it, all that description I put on there is in the mix. And then it says my due date, because when I order, something gets added to a thank you, it has a 1-day due date. So 1-day due date, that's that. Notice the to-do list is not here yet, but if I click this automation, it automatically will populate it for me. So since I just got this order, I would immediately text Sally and say, thank you for your order. You'll have something coming in the mail soon. I'll let you know when your order is shipped and check in on you then. Let me know if you have any questions, and then I would check that off. And that is all I need for right now, right? Except I'm done with thank you. So the next thing is order shipped. So I'm going to move that to the order shipped section. New order shipped, it moved it automatically there, and it put a date on it, 10 days out, because that's our shipping window. So it is going to keep that in there so that when I'm looking, I know that my next time I need to deal with this, and this will actually turn a color when that happens, will be July 25th. And so I will let that sit there until I get the shipped notification, or if it's a workstation thing, once it ships on my workstation, and then I will select, send her a text about that, click it off, and move it to 2-week follow-up. So really, really, really easy, super duper simple, but it puts dates automatically on things for you, it creates a checklist for you, and it allows you a system. And if somebody would order any time within this system, so if she decided to order again, I can send her back to the thank you spot and it's going to update to the next day, and it'll start the process all over. So super duper duper easy, super duper duper smooth. Trello works on your computer, on a browser, because they have a computer app, a browser, and your phone browser if you want to do it that way, and there's a phone app. So you can literally access this from anywhere. And like I said, it works with your Gmail in the browser and in your phone app as well. So the Gmail phone app. Really, really awesome. Hopefully this is helpful and gives you some sort of electronic way to do things. The other thing you can do here, I'm just going to put in here, you can add, this is editable, so you can add more notes to this. You can add all sorts of things. There's obviously more stuff here. You could label customers. So if you want to label your best customers, if you want to label team and you want to add team into here, you can literally do whatever you want. You can add, attach things to this, but there is lots of stuff you can do. There's custom fields here. So lots of stuff in order to keep this kind of similarly thorough for a, like the way Amy was, but just using kind of system that you create to yourself. I guess I created it for you, but you can customize it to fit your needs. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will try to answer as best as possible, but hopefully this is helpful and make some of you Amy people less panicky, because I've literally been panicking since the announcement. And I know a lot of people have been the same way. So again, this template right here is in the comments for you to be able to snag and customize yourself, and comment below with any questions, and I will work on answering them. Happy follow-up. Just make a system. That's what I always say. Follow-up system matters. And hopefully this helps at least one of you that has the digital brain like I do. All right, that was it. I feel like I flew through that, but hopefully this isn't that long of a video, and it shows you how quickly this can all be run and efficiently. And I am just excited. My brain decided to turn on and think of this, and I hope that at least one other person is like, yay, and is just excited about having an option that is digital, that is mobile, and still is pretty efficient, and sort of makes a to-do list and kind of does all the same things. So hopefully this is really, really helpful for somebody. If not, it's helpful for me, but I decided to share because I was just hoping. So Scentsy community, I love you. Thanks for listening to me ramble. As I said in the Zoom part where I was sharing my screen with you, if you have questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer. If it's a question you can Google, like something about how Trello does something, Google it. That's all I would do. I'm not the be all end all. I Google everything. I Googled things to figure out how to set up this automation. So Google it if it's something that way. But if it has to do with how like the Scentsy integration is, please ask below. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to share the template link. And I hope that you guys have a great day and happy follow-up. Bye.